up until all the way to 30 Valkyries, and we're going to show you this at Town Hall 11 versus a trophy base versus an anti-3-star base, and then we'll show you at Town Hall 9 on an attack that I just did today on my Town Hall 9 account in Clan War. So not only do I want to show you the replays, but I want to teach you how to do it. There's actually, although it's kind of a spammy attack, well, it's not kind of a spammy attack, it's an incredibly spammy attack. It doesn't require a ton of skill, but the methodology does make the difference between a high percentage 2-star and a 3-star. So, namely, this works against any type of base. What you want to do is use a combination of earthquakes or just jump spells to open up the entire base before you even drop a troop. Then you want to go ahead and drop your haste spell and drop your golem in your clan castle. Then you want to drop a few Valkyries flanking that haste spell to create a funnel, and then the other 24 or so Valkyries right after that. Make sure you drop your warden right after those Valkyries so he stays with them, and you want to use your Eternal Tome ability pretty early on, like almost immediately after the Grand Warden enters the base with the Valkyries. You want to use the Eternal Tome ability. So the idea is this is a very, very fast-moving attack, so you use the Eternal Tome really early on. You give the Valkyries invincibility, and then you drop Rage Spell immediately, and then you drop the second Rage Spell in the center of the base. Basically, you're just following the Valkyries around. And the idea here is that you're giving them the invincibility. They're going to take down the Inferno Towers, the Eagle Artillery, all the high hit point units, Clan Castle, Town Hall in the center of the map, under Rage. Valkyries under Rage, let alone the Eternal Tome ability, can absolutely devastate any base in the game right now. It doesn't matter what type of base it is. Valkyries will move through them like a knife through warm butter. They're just totally, absolutely dominating the game. And you know, it leads to the question, I don't want to go ahead and harp on this the entire episode, because this is more about strategy and how to actually pull this off for your clan. But it really leaves the question, is this a good thing that one troop literally can 3-star a max, almost max anti-3-star design that's actually a decent base design? I'm not sure. I mean, it's up to you guys to decide as a community. Certainly not me, but I'm just going to show you the replays, and hopefully you guys can replicate them on your own. Now, towards the end of these raids, sometimes it gets a little bit lucky as far as hit points go, especially when you're attacking a close to max village. The Queen actually dies here with 2 units left, Air Sweeper and the Archer Tower, but the King is going to save the day, helped by those Barbarians. The Barbarians do a lot of the heavy lifting here. They actually take down that wall, and they take down the other wall, and they distract that Archer Tower just long enough for the King to get in there and pull off the 3-star attack. So a very nice attack. This Yu China clan that we fought against, it is funny. If you don't believe me, you're welcome to come check out replays in Red Elite, but they used literally, I think they have like 25 Town Hall 11s, and I would say out of their 50 attacks at Town Hall 11, I want to say that about 40 of them were all just 30 Valkyries, straight up 30 Valkyries. And speaking of 30 Valkyrie attacks, well, this is a 29 Valkyrie attack. He used a couple wizards in the last spot for some funneling. This is an attack by Dirty Pickle, and Dirty Pickle came up with a great clutch 3-star here against this base, using the same Valkyrie sweep strategy, but it's against a trophy base. And I wanted to bring this one to you guys because, you know, showing just anti-3-star layouts or just trophy layouts doesn't help everybody, so I wanted to do one of each, then we'll move on to Town Hall 9. So the idea is still the same here. Drop your Rage spell, drop your jump spell. You could drop the second jump right now, but, you know, with the trophy base, you might not want to drop it right off the bat because, let's face it, the Valkyrie's AI is a little bit unpredictable, so sometimes you're better off just watching and waiting to see where they go. If it's a more compact base design like the previous one, I would definitely recommend dropping your jump spells ahead of time because they move so fast. The jump spells are not going to expire, and the Valkyries will have no delay when they're jumping over the jump spells to access the entire base, hopefully under Rage. But you saw the same formula here used by Dirty Pickle. He went ahead and used the Eternal Tome ability. Really early on, they were able to take advantage of the Eternal Tome and the Rage spell, take down the Inferno Towers, and, you know, like clockwork, another 3-star. This one even more convincing than the last. And like I mentioned, this was a very clutch attack because this was a very close war for us, and we ended up pulling off a bit of an improbable victory. They looked like they were going to have us, and then we pulled off, I think, about 6 or 7 3-stars towards the end, or the last like 4 hours. It wasn't last second, but we had a nice comeback and we had a nice convincing victory towards the end. Now this is my Town Hall 9 account, good old Vexthal. It's been a while since I've shared a Vexthal replay with you guys, so let's go ahead. I have the same type of army cooked up this time at Town Hall 9 though. I have 27 Valkyries, a couple minions, and that's it. That's it for troops, ladies and gentlemen. So I targeted this base because I felt like I could open up a lot of real estate with 4 earthquakes right in the middle of the map, and then I'll just use a jump spell to access from the southeast, I believe I came in from. And from there, it's, you know, pretty easy. You just drop the golem first. Again, I have the golem in the clan castle. I drop a few Valkyries on each side. They'll really quickly create that funnel. I prefer Valkyries to create the funnel rather than wizards because, well, to be honest, Valkyries are so much more powerful and they stay alive. Look at the Valkyries towards the east around 3 o'clock. They're moving up. They're still alive. They're going to take down the Dark Elixir Collector as well. So that's a really heck of a job for funneling there. Wizards would not be able to stay alive that long. Now, you want to notice that my only 2 spells besides the Earthquake and Jump, besides my mobility spells, are a haste spell and a heal spell. That's all I bring. And the reason I didn't bring a rage, the reason I brought a heal instead of rage, was because against Town Hall 9, well, you know what? I feel like the rage is only really needed if you're going against Inferno Towers, because you have to kill the Inferno Towers fast, because you're not going to be able to heal them through Inferno Towers. I mean, you could, but they'd be low hit points at the end of the day because you can't keep up with the heal on the Inferno Tower. But at Town Hall 9, there's really no worries. The Valkyries move so fast that you don't need the rage. There's no particular part of the base that you're really worried about. And the best thing with these mass Valk attacks are you don't have to attack into the Queen. This is definitely not a kill squad attack. It's not a phased attack. It's not too intricate. It's basically just spamming a troop. So you guys might not like it, like I said, but hey, this is a definite viable strategy. I mean, you can see here towards the end, again, you know, probably could have done things a little bit better. Could have brought a maybe a minion or 2 or archer or 2 for cleanup. Maybe drop 1 Valkyrie, add a couple wizards or something just to help with the cleanup a little bit more. But either way, it was a 3-star attack. So guys, I don't know. What do you think? 3-star Valkyrie sweep method, where you